The mission of Best Friends Animal Society is to have a day where there are no more homeless pets. And we really believe that by working together, we can save them all. Every dog, every cat, and every other companion animal has value, regardless of what their conditions are. And it is a matter of finding the right home for the right pet. At Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, we have on any given day about 1,600 animals. And our single largest population is cats. They are usually about 550 cats, 400 dogs. There's about 100 parrots of various types here, 130 bunnies. And then we have about 40 equine, which of course is horses, goats, and donkeys. And then we have about 25 pot-bellied pigs and a few sheep. The Best Friends staff that are located here at the sanctuary is between 300 and 400. And then we have about 8,000 volunteers, or actually I think it's closer to 9,000 now. The volunteers are our secret weapon. Whether they're helping us here at the sanctuary or working with one of our network partners, or they're volunteering at one of our regional adoption centers, they are gold as far as we're concerned. We could not do near the amount of work if it wasn't for them. Volunteers can help with walking dogs and walking cats. We have about 60 cats that go out on harness and leash. You have animals of all sorts that want to be loved on. In Dogtown, our behavior experts work with the dogs on a variety of enrichment. They do everything like nose work, they do basic training with them, they use tray ball, a whole variety of things that engage their minds and keep them busy. All of our companion animals here at the sanctuary are adoptable. In addition to the sanctuary, we have regional adoption centers in Los Angeles. We have 2 in Los Angeles, 1 in Salt Lake City, 1 in New York City, and 1 in Atlanta. We have a network of nearly 2,000 local animal rescue groups and shelters and other animal organizations. We work with them on adoption events. We have grants that we can give out, and we help them with resources like dog trainers and advice, and work collaboratively. About 10% of the animals that come into any local city shelter, they're not going to be the ones that go into homes. We consider 90% to be a no-kill city, a no-kill shelter. We are now up to 400 communities across the country that are considered no-kill. Back in the 1980s, it was like 17 million animals being killed every year in this country. And we still know that there's about 5,500 dogs and cats in this country that are killed every day simply because they don't have a safe place to call home every day. Anybody, anywhere can help us save them all. You can make a donation, either to Best Friends or to your local animal rescue group. You can volunteer at your local shelter. Definitely adopt your animals, don't buy. Maybe your neighbor needs to get their dog fixed and they just don't have the money. Can you help them get that done? If you can afford to do that, you've just done something amazing. Across the country, there's community cats. These are cats that are not owned. They live outdoors. They can have good, healthy lives with caregivers feeding them, but they need to be spayed and neutered, and because often they're not socialized to people, you do have to do a humane trapping. I think a lot of people are realizing that they can be part of the solution. This is something that this country together can do. We really can save them all. If everybody does what they can, nobody can do all of it, but we can all do one thing.